What's going on, guys? Tony here again. How to replace a battery. In short, battery has two connections. Negative, which is ground, has the negative symbol, just one dash, okay, and the positive, which is a cross, usually marked with red, and you have your battery hold down, which is that bracket. I think that's a 12 millimeter bolt, and that battery is going to come right out. This bracket's intended to keep the battery in place, so when you go over bumps it doesn't jump all over the place, and thus expanding the life of the battery. So we're going to go ahead and remove that 10 millimeter. It looks like this battery has been jumped before. We're going to remove, just loosen it up and then wiggle that connection out and pull it off to the side. I like to hold it over with a zip tie or something to prevent making contact again. You always disconnect the ground, or also known as the negative terminal on the battery. We have enough slack to throw this over there to the back. Make sure it doesn't make contact with this battery over here. If you have a rag or something, a shop towel, you can put it on there. If you have the new battery, you can use the old cap from the positive side, put it on the ground. If this comes back, it will not make contact and won't wake up the modules again. What we've done here, now we move on to the positive side. It's going to be this one here. We're going to loosen that 10 and repeat. Wiggle left and right. And there it goes. Now we're going to get an extension in our 12 mil and it should come right out. A tight fit here, and our battery will come right out. Hey look, Pepway's battery. Put the new one in there. Now we're going to do it in reverse order. Positive goes first, black always goes in last. When you're removing a battery, you always disconnect black first, or ground, or negative. When you are putting it back in, you always connect negative, also known as ground or black, last. Does that make sense? Squeeze down. Make sure that it's well seated. And here's a little tech tip. You just install that battery. You're not just gonna go and crank that motor, right? What you're going to do is you're going to put the key on and wait for about 10 to 15 seconds. That gives all the modules enough time to wake up before you go ahead and crank it. So I'm going to let that vehicle sit for about 10 seconds with the key in the run or on position, then go back off and then start it. And that's how you replace the battery.